Hey, what's up guys? John here. Mark Zuckerberg just purchased his own farm in Hawaii to grow and produce his own food. We look at this coupled with the supply chain issues, coupled with what his friend Bill Gates, he now owns 242,000 acres of farmland in America. We're seeing a situation where it looks like the elite want to control their own food. Very different than what we've seen in the past. Then what we're also seeing right now is we're seeing celebrities like The Weeknd and Adele buying properties in the 70, 80, 90 million dollar price point. Even the CEO of Coinbase just recently closed on a $133 million property in Bel Air, and Manhattan has already completed $30 billion in sales for 2021. So $30 billion, it's a record-breaking year for residential sales in Manhattan. We're seeing the consolidation of wealth at levels that we've never seen before, with actions that we've never seen before. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through everything that's going on step by step. So please smash that like button. When you hit the like button, you're gonna bless this video through the YouTube algorithm, and they're gonna share this to educate more people about what's really going on that the media is not talking about. So please hit that like button. Let's begin. Mark Zuckerberg adds 110 acres to his controversial 1,500 acre Hawaii estate. The 110 acre land that the Facebook founder and his wife recently bought includes the Kealoko Reservoir, a century-old reservoir whose dam broke in 2006 and released 400 million gallons of water that killed 7 people, right? They say Mark and Priscilla continue to make their home on Kalea Ranch, LeBoyd said. He said that they have worked closely with a number of community partners to operate a working ranch, promote conservation, produce sustainable agriculture, and promote wildlife, and look forward to expanding their efforts to include this additional property. Zuckerberg's recent purchase comes after 2 previous acquisitions, a $100 million 750 acre purchase in late 2014 and $53 million 600 acre purchase made in March that includes the public beach and working cattle ranch. So it's a very fascinating transition from tech to farming. But what we're also seeing here as well is we're seeing this new Blue River technology is Facebook's AI for weed control. With crop prices in the dumpster and the world's population growing among a changing climate, artificial intelligence is becoming a life-saving measure for many farmers. From automated planting and harvesting to unmanned vehicles for cultivation and soil sampling, AI has begun to make it more cost-effective for producers to do their job. One of the largest roadblocks is herbicides. According to a 2016 University of Illinois study, the chemical prices are on the rise and pose a big threat to the farmer's bottom line. Now Facebook is getting into the farming game. Artificial intelligence co-maintained by company Pryotech is being put to use by Blue River Technology, a subsidiary of John Deere, to improve weed control and bring down the cost of herbicide use. Farmers today face a huge challenge feeding a growing global population with less available land. Communications manager of Facebook said in an email, this paired with variability inherent in farming, like changing weather conditions and threats like weeds and pests, impact the farmer's ability to produce food. Blue River Technology shows how Pryotech-enabled deep learning technology powers agricultural robots that make real-time discussion in the field, analyze images of crops in a matter of milliseconds, and support the buildings of weed detection models for more efficient farming. Now this property, Brian Armstrong purchased for $133 million. Originally was owned by one of the richest people in Canada, and then it was sold to a Japanese billionaire. This Japanese billionaire purchased this property for about $88 million, then sold it to the founder of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, for $133 million. This community, what I want to show you here in Bel Air, is who Brian's neighbors are. If you look at the property directly behind Brian, almost oversitting his tennis court, you can see the amount of money that was put into this property. You can see that his neighbors are very much, on the same page as him. They want privacy, they want large estates, they want to have their own tennis court, and they want to be set back from the general public. Now what we're seeing is you have Hotel Bel Air, which is right against his property, and then you also have the Bel Air Country Club just southwest of this property. All of the homes inside this community, what you're likely going to find either brand new construction or very old money, and the houses haven't been touched in a very long time. But over the last couple of years, what we're seeing is a lot of money chasing this lot, this land, this area, to put the money into the land and extract large property valuations and selling homes in the $80, $100, $130 million price point, just like what Brian Armstrong just purchased, all because of what this community offers, which is security, resilience against recessions, and long-term appreciation, because it's going to be very hard to duplicate a property like what Brian Armstrong just purchased. The Weeknd just purchased a beautiful property for $70 million, a $70 million purchase in Bel Air, consisting over 33,000 square feet of living space. So to put it into context, an acre is about 45,000 square feet. A football field is about 1.32 acres. So you have roughly half of a football field in just livable square footage for the Weeknd. And it's very close proximity to Brian Armstrong's property. Now, Brian Armstrong's property is right here and right off of the country club, right off of the golf course in Bel Air, you have the Weeknd. So he can, sit by the pool and watch people play golf. It's prime real estate. And they're going out there putting down so much cash into these assets, and it makes so much sense to me as to why they want to secure these properties, because they know the people that will eventually buy them will be wealthier than they are, or at least at their same level playing field versus, say, investing in what everyone else is investing in. They're out there buying trophy properties that can never be duplicated again. This beautiful beachfront home in the TV show Succession just traded hands for $45 million. And just yesterday, the singer-songwriter Adele just paid Sylvester Stallone $58 million for a property that he built in Beverly Park, which is one of the most exclusive communities in the country. There's only 80 residences between North and South Beverly Park that fit inside of this community. This is an aerial view of the property that Adele just purchased. And to give you context, take a look at Adele's neighbors. You're going to see homes in the 20, 30, 40,000 square foot range inside. That's residential inside living square footage, 20, 30, 40,000 square feet. The security inside of this community is top notch, and that's one of the main reasons I believe that wealthy people flock to these communities, because it's probably easier to get into a bank vault than it would be to get inside of this community uninvited. Look at the finishes that Sylvester Stallone chose. He built this property from the ground up for $2.35 million. And I think he did an incredible job, or at least his team, the team that he selected to build this property, did an incredible job. The way that they chose a great direction for the property, very high ceilings, great finishes. And he did quite well. If he spent 20 or 30 million building it, and they paid 2.35 for the property upon purchase initially, and he carried it for years and he has a lot of expenses. Regardless, he probably made 20 or 30 million dollars on this sale. And right now, he sold and he went to Palm Beach, Florida. Paid $35 million for an estate in Palm Beach, Florida. What I think could be a very strong possibility over the next couple years is an environment where old traditional business models that were successful for 50, 60, 70 years get tested to the breaking point. If interest rates do increase and demand slows for these older industries, we could have a situation where debt could cripple them, leaving opportunity for smart, aspiring entrepreneurs that are building out businesses right now to go out there and acquire assets at decent prices. I do believe that we're going to see a whole new list of Forbes 400 billionaires, of a lot of people that we've never heard of over the next couple years that are taking aggressive action right now to really seize the day. And this is the opportunity. This is the great opportunity to acquire wealth and the opportunity to provide value for as many people as possible. One thing that we've all learned from Brian Armstrong and Adele and The Weeknd and Zuckerberg is that they've had an impact on a lot of people to accumulate a lot of wealth. And the bigger of an impact you have, the more likely it is that you can make those big moves like them. So please smash that like button. When you hit the like button, YouTube's going to share this content to educate more people about what's really going on. So please hit that like button. Consider subbing here. Also consider subbing on my personal channel. All of the links pinned down below in the top comment. See you guys next video. To learn more about investing into real estate and creating passive income as a landlord, click the link in the description below this video and check out my gold standard program, Cash Flow Rental Blueprint.